wrong. 'Cause I've seen down ending the night. No point to resist, no other fight. From days to years, just passing by. We lost our attention, lost the light across the ocean of our lives. You know what's wrong to be with you. I never felt you wanted to. Like all those parties without fun. Like a summer without sun. You know what's wrong to be with you. I never felt you wanted to. Like all those parties without fun. Like a summer without sun. Oh, sweetheart, let's contemplate. Forget your anger, drop the hate. We're still the masters of our fate. Today feels wrong. Tomorrow we'll be on our own. Everlasting game no one ever won. Now it's just you and me apart. Each other with a broken heart. You know what's wrong to be with you. I never felt you wanted to. Like all those parties without fun. Like a summer without sun. You know what's wrong to be with you.
talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. Bad blue. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about your childhood song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue dew, blue moon. Been one or two since I ran into you. Do you need a picture?
한숨 같던 하루 끝 허기를 달래려 잠이 드는 아이들의 기도가 들려오네. 힘이 되어줄게. 내일의 희망을 노래할 수 있게. Link your arms to mine. Heart to heart we try to be each other's light.